Hello, welcome again to the Success Portal with me, Dr. Franklin, Life Strategist. Today, I want to talk to you about success nuggets 4. So, I've been giving out a lot of success nuggets of late. I just started this series because I wanted to make short videos that are straight to the point and just to give you a few pointers here and there that are going to be able to help you. So today, I just want us to talk a little bit about consistency, because that's one thing I have found many people struggle with. And in fact, a lot of us struggle with consistency. So one person said that successful people do regularly or on a daily basis what failures do occasionally. So in order to succeed, you have to be committed to doing something consistently. And obviously that something has to be a particular activity, which is a high yield activity, which is going to produce results for you. So it's not just about being consistent at something, because like if you are consistent at eating high calorie food or drinking alcohol, and large amounts of alcohol, that is not going to put you on the road that leads to success. It's not going to cause you to have success in your health, success in your life. Definitely not. In fact, what it's going to do is going to speed up your process to developing chronic diseases and ultimately death. So that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being consistent at activities that are high yield activities that are going to give you good results. And one of those is exercise. Many people struggle with being consistent at exercise, but it's an activity that can potentially lead to a better life and even prolong your life to a certain extent. So it is more powerful to do a small activity every single day or every other day, which is a high yield or an activity that produces results for you, than to do a high end activity, like maybe, for example, running a marathon, and you only do that once a year. That's not going to be helpful for you. It will actually be better to run 1 kilometer or a mile a day. It will have better health benefits to do that daily or every other day for an entire year than to actually take part in the comrades and do it for one day. The key to being successful is being consistent in your practice to an activity which is high yield, an activity which gives you a good result. And there are many of those. Reading is one of those. Reading books that are going to help you in your journey to success, that are going to encourage you, that are going to motivate you, and you do that regularly. It picks up, you begin to pick up momentum. But having established that consistency is a vital thing, and it's something that might be a make or break thing if you want to succeed. What are actually the things that hinder people from being consistent? And I think one of the things that hinder people from being consistent is, number one, setting goals that are too high, that they can not actually achieve. For example, if you are setting very high health goals, like I want to lose like 40 kgs in a month, which is about 100 pounds in a month, like that generally, in terms of losing weight in the natural sense, that's not possible. And even if you were to take special medications, and I know there are many medications that are on the market that are appetite suppressants, and also drugs that increase your metabolism in order to break down fat. If you were to lose that amount of weight in 1 month, it would actually be counterproductive, because you would end up becoming sick. And there'll be many other complications. So the problem is people set goals that are not achievable. You need to set goals that are achievable. You obviously don't want to set a goal that is easily achievable. It has to be something that's reasonable. And one of the goals that I set with my siblings is we're going to read one book every month from January till December. So that is definitely a goal that is feasible, and it's something that we can actually do. So you need to think of that. So that's the first thing that hinders people from consistency. They start off well, they are enthusiastic, but then they realize that the goal that they set was too high, and then they get demoralized and then they give up. Another reason that makes people not to be consistent is they don't see the benefit. So if you are not aware of the benefits of what you're doing, then definitely you're going to get discouraged and you're not going to be consistent. Example, if you go to the gym, you've been gymming for like 2-3 months, you can't see any results, and you're seeing other people walking into the gym, they look healthy, they look shredded, they're losing weight, people are losing weight, people are gaining muscle, but for you, nothing is going on. You definitely are going to be discouraged, and you're not going to be consistent going to gym because you're not seeing results. And part of that comes from the lack of knowledge, knowing exactly how to maximize a certain task, like what you actually need to do to individualize your training, particularly to your body type, and what health choices you need to take. So that can be a source of frustration and can hamper your ability to be consistent. What else can cause you not to be consistent? Just mere lack of discipline. So not being disciplined, not being committed to the plan will make you not to be consistent. The last thing I would say, obviously there are probably more, but one of the last things I'd say in terms of consistency is not actually having that fervor or that zeal, because it always boils down to how bad do you want this? How bad do you want that degree? How bad do you want to be healthy? How bad do you want to build a successful company? How bad do you want to build a successful life? And unfortunately, the idiom is like how bad, but it's a good thing. I'm talking about how much do you want to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So that passion, that drive is so important, because that will push you to be consistent. Like for me, I have made a vow to myself that I will do everything I can to follow a healthy lifestyle. Yes, I don't want to live a boring life, but I decided that about 10 years ago that I'm going to make good health choices. Choices related to what I eat, choices related to exercise, because I understood that where my life was going in terms of my health trajectory was not great, and it was purely self-inflicted. It was because of poor health choices that I had made. And I made a decision about 10 years ago that I was going to change that. And I've stuck to that plan. And that is what drives me in terms of my consistency in exercising, in eating healthy. And as I remained committed to the plan, I saw the benefit. I saw the difference that it made in me. I had more energy, I felt stronger, and also emotionally, it did affect my emotional well-being. So nobody can convince me not to follow a healthy lifestyle, not to exercise. So I'm consistent at that. But not everyone is going to reach to that point, because you have to reach that point where you are firmly convicted that this is what you want to do, and you're not going to shortchange yourself. You are going to go for your goal, and you are going to be consistent until you achieve it. Thank you so much for listening to me, Dr. Franklin, Life Strategist on the Success Portal. Goodbye.